Have you ever thought about life beyond Earth? Life actually extends beyond Earth, which is known to be the embodiment of living things and life. Humans, with his growing knowledge and vast technology, have made some inventions that ease knowing life beyond our boundaries. James Webb Telescope is one such invention. Let's know more about this on today's video. Hello intrigued ones, ready to blow your minds with new facts? If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on our channel notifications so that you don't miss any further updates. The US National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, in collaboration with the European Space Agency, the ESA, and the Canadian Space Agency, CSA, developed James Webb Space Telescope. This astronomic wonder was designed primarily to conduct infrared astronomy. Observation and analysis of astronomical objects using infrared radiation is called infrared astronomy. Ariane 5 rocket from Kourou, French Guiana, launched James Webb Space Telescope on 25 December 2021. It reached at the Sun-Earth L2 Lagrange point on January 2022, and the first image from JWST was released via press conference on 11th July 2022 for the public. Now we will look into the information about Pluto. Pluto is a celestial object which was formerly celebrated as a planet and was a part of the 9 planets of our solar system, which now consists of 8 planets. It was then reclassified as a dwarf planet. Pluto is a dwarf planet in the Kuiper Belt, a ring of bodies beyond the orbit of Neptune. Pluto is predominantly made of ice and rock. It has 5 known moons, namely Charon, which is the largest moon of the planet, Styx, Nix, Kerberos, and Hydra. One of the first missions of James Webb Space Telescope this year is to study Pluto and other thousands of celestial objects in the Kuiper Belt. These celestial bodies beyond the orbit of Neptune vary remarkably in terms of size and shape, color, grouping, geological, and atmospheric activity. JWST's sensitive infrared cameras are expected to help scientists make these missions easy. Heidi Hamel, a Webb interdisciplinary scientist, quoted, "Using Webb, we will be able to get information about surface chemistry that might be able to give us clues into why there are these different populations in the Kuiper Belt. As a fascinating celestial object, the findings about Pluto from Webb Telescope has helped scientists to rethink Pluto being considered a planet yet again. Pluto is 1/6 the mass of the Moon and 1/3 its volume. It has eccentric and inclined orbit and is 4.5 to 7.3 billion kilometers away from the Sun. Therefore, it comes closer to the Sun than Neptune, but avoid colliding due to stable orbital resonance. Atmosphere of Pluto is composed of different gases. Astronomers discovered the presence of tholins, organic macromolecules on the reddish-brown cap of the North Pole of Charon, which may be the sign of emergence of life and is produced from methane, nitrogen, and other gases released from the atmosphere of Pluto. 98% of Pluto's plane surface is composed of nitrogen ice and a little bit amount of methane and carbon monoxide. Nitrogen and carbon monoxide is most abundantly found on the anti-Charon face, i.e. 180-degree longitude, where Tombaugh Reggio's Sputnik Planitia is located. Methane is mostly found near 300 degrees east. There are many mountain-like structures found there, and they are made of water ice. Surface of Pluto is made of contrasting bodies and colors. The color might vary from charcoal black to dark orange and even white. There is a large bright area on the opposite side of Charon which seems heart-shaped, called Tombaugh Reggio. It is now commonly known as the heart of Pluto. There are dark areas such as Cthulhu Macula, or the whale, and the brass knuckles. The surface of Pluto is even believed to have glaciers. Pluto has a unique topography including mountains, valleys, plains, and craters. Its tallest mountain measures 6,500 feet up to 9,800 feet, which are massive blocks of water ice and are sometimes coated with frozen gases like methane. When Pluto gets close to the Sun, the ice on its surface sublimate and changes form directly from solid to gas and rise, forming a thin, temporary atmosphere. Pluto has very low gravity and temperature. The average temperature of Pluto is minus 387 degrees Fahrenheit. Now let's look into JWST's structure. It consists of 18 hexagonal mirrors made of gold-plated beryllium and create a 6.5-meter diameter mirror. It has a light collecting area of 25 square meters. It observes in lower frequency range from long wavelength visible light through to mid-infrared. During the initial designing of the telescope, it was then named the Next Generation Space Telescope. It can detect objects up to 100 times fainter detected by Hubble. It can observe objects in the solar system at an angle of 85 degrees from the Sun, which includes Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, their satellites, comets, asteroids, and other minor planets beyond the orbit of Mars. The main goal of this telescope is to search for light from first stars and galaxies in the universe formed after Big Bang. to study about star, planet, and galaxy formation and its evolution. It also looks into chances of origin of life in other celestial bodies. JWST orbits the Sun 1,500,000 kilometers farther from the Sun than the Earth's orbit. JWST is a successor of the Hubble Space Telescope and also the Spitzer Space Telescope. Due to cosmological redshift allows easy observation of dimmer and cooler objects. Ground-based infrared astronomy is limited to narrow wavelength ranges where the atmosphere absorbs less strongly as water vapor and carbon dioxide on Earth's surface absorbs most infrared. The more the celestial object is distant, the more younger it looks. It takes longer time for its light to reach human observers. The universe is expanding, therefore, as light travels it becomes redshifted, and objects at farther distance become easy to be observed in the infrared. These radiations can freely pass through cosmic dust regions which scatter visible light. It has helped in the study of molecular clouds where stars are born, the circumstellar disks that give rise to planets, and the cores of active galaxies. As explained by Planck's law, radiations from relatively cooler objects are primarily infrared. This is why studying about Pluto through James Webb Space Telescope becomes easier. After hearing all of these, it is quite natural to ask if life will survive on Pluto. The answer is close to no, as the chance of existence on life on the surface of Pluto is nil. It is due to the fact that the temperature there is very low, Pluto being one of the coldest planets, and the pressure there is almost 1 million times less than the Earth's atmospheric pressure. But the possibility of discovering life inside Pluto can't be ruled out. Let's see how the interior of the planet looks like. It has parted segments with rocky material that makes up the dense core. This is part surrounded by a mantle of ice. The diameter of the core is more than 1,700 kilometers, and the thickness of the ice layer is guessed to be between 100 to 180 kilometers. Scientists see the possibility of a liquid ocean of water within Pluto due to the heating of ice because of radioactive elements decay. According to research scientists, life can exist on Pluto if the conditions there change in the future years, but this might result fateful for Earth. JWST has helped scientists research more about these planets and look for signs of life on them. The difficult task is made possible through JWST, and they send pictures and samples to Earth for analysis. This has helped the scientists to compile more than 5,000 exoplanets, in which above 100 suspected to be able to host life. To study about a planet, astrobiologists study the interactions of light on the planet's surface or atmosphere. The light of the atmosphere of these planets could carry clue about existence of life. For instance, Earth's biosignature was very faint when it lacked oxygen, and the only life existing was single-cell organisms. Then after billions of years, new life emerged, algae that produced oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis, and this led to the generation of strong and easy detectable biosignature on light. There are still so many things to be found out and discovered about Pluto. It is one of the most mysterious planets in our solar system. The dwarf planet is unique in terms of so many things that it spins back from east to west. NASA's New Horizons mission is only mission whose sole purpose is to observe and study Pluto and its moons. It also focuses on the celestial bodies in the Kuiper Belt, which is beyond the orbits of Neptune. The space shuttle is someday expected to collide and crash with one of Pluto's unidentified moons. Until then, its mission to know about the surface composition, geologies, morphologies of Pluto and its biggest moon Charon. It will also focus on finding additional satellites and rings around Pluto. The search for molecular neutral species like molecular hydrogen, hydrocarbons, hydrogen cyanide, and other nitriles on the planet's atmosphere is also part of the mission. By the invention of the James Webb Space Telescope, we hope that study of life beyond what we know now and experience will become much easier. To study how our galaxies were formed, how it is changing, and how many more questions can be answered easily due to human technology nowadays. And this power that humans hold in the entire solar system can be used for a better tomorrow. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like this video and do share your thoughts in the comment box below. We'll meet again with another video. Till then, goodbye.